We have Desola, an old student of this Sonyindo Community High School, junior, who graduated 2 years ago. She has a pieces of advice to give to you from her experience. Over to you.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. My name is Desola. I'm here to give you one or two experience about what I've experienced about my past when I was in school. At the first place, let me start from my primary school level. So my parents wished to send me to school, but due to economic power. So, but one of my sisters tried to try over me. So when I get to secondary school, there's no power. So this my mommy, Mrs. Badejo. She's behind where I am today, both financially and economically. She helped me so very much to pay my school fees. If I need this, she'll be the one to cater for it. Since my parents, they have no power to send me, and I wish to further my education. I wish to even go to university, but no power. But all my thanks to my Mrs. Badejo. She helped me to pay my school fees, feed me, buy me clothes, everything that I need. She provides everything for me, both financially and economically. So I want to advise you people that in any situation you find yourself, just have to focus and discerning. Just have to be focused and discerning. Don't lose hope, and don't allow anything to distract you. Are you listening? Yes. So in case maybe you have one or two little problems or anything, don't think that the next thing for you is to lose hope, or you can also come close to her. With one or the other, she can help you. Likewise, the way she helped me also. So don't allow anything to distract you. Though it's not our fault at times. The fault usually comes from our parents,
and the community.
And the community at large. It's not even the fault of our parents at times. It's because of they don't have economic power to provide for all we need. To pay school fees, they find it difficult. To buy us textbooks, everything, they find it difficult. So I don't want you to be don't allow anything to distract you. Just have to be focused and discerning. Do you understand me? Yes. So don't. So now the
community discrimination of girls, of the girl child. I want you to also talk to them in that area.
The rates. First of all, the rates at which students are dropping out from school.
Important.
The rates at which children are dropping out of school nowadays is a big concern for the part of the parents and the community at large. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Firstly, the economic power of the parents, they find it difficult to send children to provide for their needs taken. Secondly, is that some children prefer to be.
That is some parents. So they come from family that are
poor,
and they discriminate the girl child. They want to train only boys.
They think
only boys can make it.
Make it in life, and which is not true. they think that they consider sending female child to school as they consider it as a wasting of time, energy and money, and which is not done. Both female and male child should be sent to school, but our parents find it difficult to send female child to school. They consider the fact that they sending them to school, they will end up in one man's house. That is the matter of wasting of time and energy, and which is not true, which is not done. Some parents prefer using their female child for child labor, and which is not in line with the norms and expectations of the children. So government should please, they should provide good job. They should provide good job, especially for those people that come from a poor family and that have children for those that have children in school. They should provide job for them in order to help them to provide all what their children need in school.
So now I want to what can you advise those children that come from where family discriminate the girl child? What is your advice to them, number one? Then those who come from the less privileged ones, girls, what just a word for the both of them. What is your advice to them? Just advice. What are they to do? Like you now, what kind of example are you going to tell them to follow?
At firstly, don't get rid of distraction.
Get rid of what?
Distraction.
Number one. Number two,
be determined and focused.
be what?
Be determined and focused.
Be determined and don't be multitasking. Do you understand what I mean by that? Yes. Multitasking simply means don't be doing 2 or 3 things at a time. Is that clear?
Yes.
Don't do many things at a time. If you want, as you are a student now, just focus on your study. Don't allow any. Okay, I'll go to school by after 2 o'clock now. I'll go and learn maybe hairdresser or well. Don't be multitasking. Exactly. And
So she has already advised you that what are the major things you can pick from her advice to you? You should be focused and what? Don't be distracted. Focus on your education. So do you have any experience to share with them? Any experience, your past experience? That is the last stage, so that
yes.
we'll call it a day.
My experience when I was in school is that
although you come from less privilege, you are discriminated as a girl child, but what are the experience and how were you able to overcome those challenges?
Okay. I faced so many challenges when I was in secondary school. Some of the challenges is that it gets to a stage that my sister called me that I should drop out from school, that they have no power. But because I have determination, and because I know where I'm going and what I wish to be in future, I still insist that I will not drop out. At times when I want to go to school, she will tell me that no food though, this and that though. I will just try and come to school. So when I go and meet Mrs. Badejo, I will narrate everything. Even though she's even the one that notices Then when I was in junior school, she called me that that she noticed one or two things about that. What am I passing through? What's going on? What's happening to me? So that day I sat down crying. So I narrated everything to her. Since then, since JSS1, she has been the one helping me. Even though to eat, she's the one. To wear clothes, she's the one. Anything in this maybe the pertain with my school anything, or maybe financially, she's responsible for everything. She stood with me, she stood by me like my biological mother. Even weekend I'll go to her house, teach me one or two things on the computer system, enlighten me, advise me not to lose hope, to be discerning.
Okay, very good. Now, now you are graduated. What about your result? What is your next plan? What is your focus?
Now that I have graduated, I wish to further to university, but there is nothing God cannot do. I didn't lose hope. Till now, I didn't lose hope. I know by the special grace of God, where I wish to reach, God will help me. So I still wish to further, and education is what I prefer to go for.
What is your what about your result? How was your result with all what you went through? How was your result?
All I went through for 6 years, I come out with flying colors.
What are the subjects? Can you just tell us the subject that you were able to make?
I come out with flying colors except literature. Except literature, that wants to, it's only literature. Though it's not only me, it's all our sets.
So you made your maths, English, all your subjects.
Yes. Okay. Only literature. Only literature.
If by the grace of God you were able to become, you are working and you become somebody, you are able to graduate from your school, what is your hope, or what is your focus project? What are you projecting to do to students that are passing through what you two also went through?
Being what I have experienced, if God can help me as he has been helping me from the past, if God can still help me to graduate from university and I later make it in life, those that are in my position when I was also in school, I will try to help them with all my power, because I know how it's peace. I know how the thing is, because maybe it's because of what I've passed through. I know how it is, so I will try and help them with all my capacity, for them also to reach where they wish to reach later in the future.
So let us give a clapping offering to our guest speaker. Can anybody just say a word of appreciation for her coming to address you? What do you say to her? Thank you, Auntie Desola. You are welcome. God bless you. Yeah, everybody. And you do what to her? Did you appreciate her?
Yes.
Say you appreciate. We appreciate.
You are welcome.
We appreciate you, ma.
Okay. So, thank you very much. God bless you.